Oh, Soul Mason, that's my boy. All right, I'm gonna make this video because I think that he's right. I can't really take credit for this analogy because I literally just put the intention out and then it was kind of given to me. So, and that was like last night, and I was talking to somebody. So anyway, the balloon analogy is great because when we incarnate here, like, it's important for us to know that we're still connected all the way through. Like, imagine like an umbilical cord that goes from you straight to the Creator, and there's a little difference between the physical and spiritual. The spiritual, there's no time, space, or distance. Everything's quantum. Everyone's connected. It's instantaneous, right? So, like, let's say there's something that I could say to this Soul Mason kid that clearly is coming from a good spot, right? I wouldn't even have been able to get to his video at this point in my awakening unless him and I were resonating on some level. Like, I just would not have been able to get to it. He wouldn't have been able to get to me. We just don't even exist in each other's reality. So, but because we are close, if there was something I could say to him that would help him and something he could say to me to help me, then it would happen just like it did. Pretty cool, huh? Like, his higher self pings my higher self's like, yo, you should make a video about this, and I know to do that because I get the desire to make it. And then same on his side, right? And then let's say like, oh, your higher selves are up there too, and they're like, yo, if this guy has more subscribers than this guy, but there's something the littler guy said that everyone else needs to hear, yo, this guy's the one he can go through to get it to all these people. So, I mean, it's just cool how you see how it kind of stems down. So anyway, let me get to this analogy. So the reason I'm gonna do this is so that you don't have to watch this long video I made, even though you should, that has this analogy in it. I think two of them do actually. But if you want to think of oxygen as like the creative force, if you will, the creator, the one soul, the big kahuna, and then you want to think of your like the carbon body as like a balloon, and when that enters into the balloon, you get this animated balloon that's filled up with oxygen. But because the balloon is kind of, I don't know, like a physical barrier between the oxygen at the outside and the oxygen on the inside, the balloon can't see the oxygen, it can only feel it. So until the balloon starts using non-physical things, it will have no idea the other oxygen's there, and it will start thinking like this oxygen outside of itself is some other guy, like some other totally person outside of it, like on a cross, something, you know? And then like when the balloon, you know, comes to pass and that oxygen comes out of it, you know, right away, reconnect it to all the oxygen, like just like a raindrop going into the ocean. And I can expand on this a little further. Like, let's say you have 7 balloons and they're all different colors, right? And each one of those balloons sees through the color that it is and has a whole perspective on the world. Now, wouldn't it be a good idea if you were God and you were trying to have as many experiences as possible in as many realities as possible, that you could split up and become as many people at once as you could, and then as they separate and come back to the one, they all have their experiences to add to the whole. Now that's fucking cool. Like, think about that. Like, I wish when I was a kid if there was an amusement park that I could split up and ride every ride there in the like short amount of time I was there, so when I got home, you know, and all these things jumped back into me, I literally knew what it was like to do everything. So that's kind of what I was trying to get at with that. Like, just that's how it is, literally. Like, there's this whole invisible world that is more real than this one, because I mean we're literally creating this as we go. It's just thoughts. It's all thoughts. Like, everything. Like, if you see somebody sitting in a chair right now, you're literally making that chair that they're sitting on. You're agreeing that it's there. Like, you don't even have to think about it. Like, motion is not real. There is no motion. There is no linear time. Literally, if you see a clock hand ticking, it's a different reality. It's a different parallel universe. It's a completely new place each time it ticks. I can give you an example of this. This window right here, right? If I took a picture of it with a Polaroid, and then a fly slammed into it, and I took another picture of it with a Polaroid, it would seem like the same window, but the fourth dimensional aspect has changed in that there's a fly stuck on it now. So it's literally a completely different picture. So if you think about things like that, it's kind of amazing how we're literally projecting and making all these realities work and all this stuff that's going on behind the scenes. It's so crazy, yo. Anyway, I hope I did all right. You know, if I didn't, I can clarify and add stuff. But yo, that should be pretty good. Soul Mason, yo, thank you for having me do this. Thanks for actually watching my video and kind of putting it out there. You know, that was really great. Dude, that made me feel really good. I appreciate that. Also, that pinged me to want to say something too. Like, the word die, like it starts with a D. If you split a circle in half, you have a D. If you dissect the circle, it's like these words all start with a D, like die, dice, divide, deuce, dissect. It's like kind of cool, right? But the upside down pentagram in a circle is like the portal to call these like dark forces out to help whoever these people are that do this dark magic, right? So the word open would literally be the O, and then the pen would be the pentagram, right? And then which people have a symbol that would be perfect for making a pentagram inside of a circle? I think that would be the Freemasons, because they have that compass and they have the right angle. I wonder what that's for. And then Mason, anytime you see M-A or A-M, like Ma, or Am, like Mary, or I am, it literally means Christ. So if you look at Freemason, they're saying free Christ's son, or free sons of Christ. Just like Soul Mason is actually Soul Christ son. So that's just interesting, and I just want to throw that out there. I mean, if anybody gets anything out of that, cool. If not, maybe I'm just crazy. Anyway, I don't see any crazy waves or any rainbows yet, so I'll keep looking, yo.